Well, Herbert Diess, CEO of Volkswagen, already told us all, right? If you don't want to believe Elon, well, Herbert Diess already told us all that Tesla can make EVs at a significantly faster pace and lower cost, significantly lower cost than anyone else can, at least outside of China. Well, now we see they have some significant, and I mean not significant, I mean game-changing cost advantages over all of their competition. This may in fact also include Chinese competitors when you consider that their manufacturing costs and ability to deploy these things is so much lower than everyone else. It's seriously an order of magnitude in terms of difference. And I can't believe that we didn't find out about this until now. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I am the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. It's great to see you here. If you want to see my little Viking boys on their YouTube channel, I'll put a link in the description below. You can see a bit of me there too as well. And thank you to those of you who have subscribed to their channel. They really appreciate your support. And I really appreciate your support as well, in particular subscribing and watching this channel here. It's great to have you all. Hope you've had an amazing Easter weekend. And if you don't celebrate Easter, well, I hope you just had an amazing weekend. Tesla has a number of cost advantages. They order more batteries than any other car company by a long margin, right? So they get them at a cheaper rate. In addition, they now use gigacastings. This enables them to significantly speed up manufacturing. For example, Herbert Diess said Tesla takes 10 hours to build a car. It takes Volkswagen more than 30. In fact, I think the number is around 35. Tesla make their own chargers. They're paying the manufacturing cost, not the marked up supplier cost. In addition, this story here shows just how Tesla's vertical integration, which was criticized very heavily by short sellers, the media, pundits that don't like Tesla, people that don't like electric cars, people that don't like change, people that are just scared of the future. And it turns out, well, they got things pretty right, didn't they? Now, a recent report says that Tesla's supercharger cost is revealed to be just 1/5 of the competition, right? 1/5. Now, this is not like a story where someone tweeted this. So we're like, hey, well, Tesla's costs are 1/5 based on the tweet of some random person. It's not that kind of story. Okay. The Electric says that new documents show that Tesla has a major cost advantage when deploying fast charging stations, as its superchargers cost just 1/5 of what the average competing charging networks are paying to deploy new stations. 1/5. How do you compete with that? You don't. You can't. It's impossible. I mean, even a 20% advantage is almost insurmountable. Seriously, in the business world, if you have a 20% advantage over your nearest competitor, you can basically put them out of business in about a year, depending on who they are. But seriously, it's insane. 1/5? I mean, I almost can't believe this stuff. It's crazy. I wouldn't have believed it if it wasn't documents proving it. So the documents show that Tesla has a major cost advantage. And last year, the Texas Volkswagen Environmental Mitigation Program, a program that uses the settlement from the Dieselgate scandal to fund projects to help the air quality in Texas, including funding electric vehicle charging stations, disclosed some interesting information. Volkswagen helped pay for Tesla supercharging. Now, this system using Volkswagen's money, right, to deploy chargers for the public enabled different companies to bid for them. Tesla applied for grants to help fund building what could become the first superchargers that accept all electric vehicles in the US, and not just Tesla vehicles. So Tesla basically applied for grants for funding that came from Volkswagen. Isn't that ironic? Now, the program has announced the distribution of the grants, and unfortunately for Tesla, they didn't make the cut. No one knows why. I think I could give you an idea why. I've made some videos talking about the government's opposition to Tesla. The fact that they're not unionized could have played a big part in this, but I'm just speculating here. Don't get your panties in a knot. Don't get all worked up. I don't know. Who knows? Now, having just moved their headquarters and a new factory to Texas should have leveled the playing field for Tesla, but it doesn't seem to have done that. Regardless, there's some good news coming out of the program for Tesla, since it is revealed that Tesla appears to have a massive advantage in the cost of deploying new fast charging stations. Now, companies couldn't apply for more than 70% of the cost of the chargers up to $150,000 per charger, and Forbes reports that Tesla was asking for only $30,000 per charger versus the full $150,000 for most applicants. Here's what was said. A Texas program which gives grants to install fast EV chargers, by the way, funded by Volkswagen after the fines they had to pay, as long as they support non-Tesla cars, got applications by Tesla. This was a first for Tesla in the USA, as their stations normally only charge Tesla cars. Also interesting is the amounts of the grants, which can cover 70% of the cost of the chargers to a maximum of $150,000 per charger. Tesla's applications ask for as little as $30,000 per charger, while most other applications are claiming the maximum $150,000 and perhaps cost even more. So this is a rort. This is a disgrace. This is a rort going on in the government in Texas. Obviously, they've decided to hand out money, and I'm talking 5 times more money to other companies simply because, well, who greased whose palms? I hate this kind of stuff. In fact, this kind of stuff gets me worked up. It makes my blood boil. Clearly, if Tesla's saying we can do it for $30,000 and will enable everyone to use that charger, well, they should have been at least given some of the money. Rather than giving 5 times more money for one charger, this is not helping the public, right? If you can give one company the ability to build out, say, 100 chargers, right, for the amount of money involved, or you can give one company enough money to build out 20 chargers for the amount of money, it doesn't make sense that you choose the 20. There's only one possible reason to choose the 20, right? You can connect the dots there. Now, this means that Tesla superchargers cost no more than $43,000 per charger versus over $200,000 for the competition based on the documents in these applications to the program. That, or these other companies are lying. Only 2 choices, right? Some of the other applications, though, include big names in the charging industry like EVgo, ChargePoint, as well as many big gas station operators. Powerful fast charging stations like Tesla superchargers, which can charge up to 250 kilowatt, are extremely expensive to make due to the powerful electronics in them. Now, apparently Electric says they have seen sale prices of over $100,000 for some chargers, and it's not unimaginable to see the cost doubling with the installation depending on several factors. It makes it all the more impressive that Tesla appears to be able to manage it to keep the cost under $50,000 per charger. In fact, this is insane, and nobody understands how exactly they are doing this. But it is testament to Tesla's not only their manufacturing capacity, but also their ability to just simply outthink their competition. Back in 2016, when Tesla was still sharing its asset value of the supercharger network, the automaker was talking about a value of $285,000 per station or $49,000 per charger. But that was back when each charger had less than half the power capacity of today's superchargers. Therefore, the cost appears to have come down massively over the years, despite the capacity of the charging stations more than doubling. So Tesla paying a lot less, getting a lot more. Tesla has strong expertise in power electronics, not just for its charging stations, but also for its electric vehicles and commercial power inverters. Now, for those of you who don't know, Tesla produces superchargers at its Gigafactory in New York, and more recently, Tesla opened a new supercharger factory in Shanghai, which aims to ramp up to making 10,000 supercharging stalls per year. So you can see Tesla will have a pretty big cost advantage over its competition once it starts to make those superchargers in China, where I'm sure the cost to produce them would be probably 50% that of what it is in the United States. It's pretty normal, right? So I think this cost advantage that Tesla has will probably only grow over the next 12 months. So for those of you who are saying, I've seen this comment a lot, Tesla doesn't have an advantage over its competition. Well, sorry, you're wrong. It does. This is one of many of its cost advantages. This cost advantage is not going away, even with competition. Now, let me know in the comments below. Do you think there's some kind of corruption going on here? It just doesn't add up to me. Why is it that it costs these other companies 5 times more money? And why is it that the government are giving money to these other companies who are charging 5 times as much more to the government to actually build out these superchargers or these charging stations for people. It doesn't add up. Something fishy is going on. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.